What's good, my YouTube fam? I'm Retro Gamer Yasuke, and today I'm going to show you how to set up your Dolphin emulator. For those of you who don't know, the Dolphin emulator is the Nintendo GameCube emulator. So let's get started. The first thing you want to do is you want to go to your browser. Then you want to type in Dolphin emulator. You want to click on this one, dolphin-emu.org. Let's go here. And then let's head over to downloads up here at the top. Now, the only reason why we came here is because I always like to explain, if you are using OBS on your personal computer and you would like to stream your emulator, you need to stay away from these development versions because they will cause trouble with your OBS stream. So I suggest you come up here to the beta versions. Now, for my personal computer, I will hit this X64. If you have a higher end personal computer, then you're going to hit this. And of course, if you have a Mac, you're going to hit this. And if you want to download this for your phone, you're going to hit this right here. Let's click on this one. Now, it does say the beta versions requires x64-bit C plus redistributable visual for your laptop. And if you don't have it, it'll download it for you. So don't worry. Let's give this a couple seconds. And as you can see, it's a 7Z file. So you will need 7-zip to extract this file. I've already shown you how to get, download, and use 7-zip in the first tutorial. I will leave a link in the description. And there will be a little thing at the top right up here for you. All right, now that we have it downloaded, we can exit out of here. We're going to go to our File Explorer. We're going to go to Downloads. Oh, Downloads, not Documents. And we're going to go to the Dolphin emulator. We're going to right click it, show more options, 7-zip. And I like to extract to its own file instead of extracting here and all of that jazz and creating a new folder and all of that. I'm going to give this a little bit of time. As it's done, you can get rid of your original file. Boom. Now that we have this, let's move this to the desktop. All right. Now that we have the folder here, we're going to open it. It already gave us a folder, so that's good. We're going to move that to the desktop again. Click out of it. Sometimes that can happen to you. That's all that you have to do. You never know when it's going to happen, so I just do it just because. And here's your emulator right here. Now, before we get started, I have some things I would like to tell you. It was two things, actually. The first thing was the ROMs. Now, I did show you where to get that in that first video. It should be up here. Now, if you have them on an external hard drive, I suggest that you plug that up before you open the application. The second thing is the controller. If you have it Bluetooth compatible or wired, plug it up before you open the application. Now, there is one more step that I like to do, and I'm going to do that right now. We're going to head over to this PC. We're going to head over to our C drive, our internal hard drive, and we're going to go over to program files. Oops. That's not the one I wanted. Program files. Okay. Then we're going to drag and drop this to the program files. And we're going to click continue. Now, the only reason why I do this is because I like all of my emulators in one space. And I only like to look at my icons on my desktop. So we're going to open the Dolphin emulator folder. We're going to right click this, the application, and we're going to send it to the desktop. As you can see, here it is. I'm gonna place this right here on this fishy right here so we can see it a little bit better. And let's open this. All right. First things first, let's go to config. Now, always check to see if this is at the normal speed. Sometimes you can come here and you'll check it and it might say something like 80%, 70%, or even 90%. So make sure it's checked at the normal speed. Second thing, I like to make sure this update settings is at once a month. Some people like multiple times a day. Some people just like to keep the build that they have. I do the beta once a month. That's just my thing. You can do whatever you like. All right, now let's go to the serious stuff. Close this and let's go over to the graphics. Now, for the best performance, I suggest you keep it at OpenGL unless you have a graphics card. Now, for my graphics card, I can utilize Direct 11. And as you can see, my AMD Radeon graphics card has showed up, and I'm going to leave it there. Second thing, I like to stretch this to the window. That's just my thing. You can keep it at 16 by 9, auto, or 4 by 3. It's up to you. I prefer my whole screen to be the game screen. That's me. I turn on my VSync, and I do like to start my games in full screen. The last thing I do on this particular window is I like to compile these shaders before starting. Now, you don't need to do this, but I think that it creates some form of lag if you don't. So it might be a good idea to do so. All right, let's click over to enhancements. Now, if you don't want to put any more stress on your personal computer, leave this the way it is. I personally would like to upscale my internal resolution just a tad. Now I'm going to upscale it to 720p because that's what my monitor can do. Now, if you have one of those top two and not two monitors, bump it up to 5K. Me personally, I'm going to keep it here. As far as the anti-aliasing and texture filtering, I leave it to low. Now, as you notice, I am skipping over a lot of things. I'm not going one by one and saying, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, blah, blah, this, that, and the third. And there's a reason for that. As you can see, there's a text box, clear as day. So if you don't know what you're doing and you want to utilize this, that, or the third, read this. And if you're unsure, read this yellow line right there. If you're unsure, leave it unchecked. Now for the 3D mode, I keep it off. I personally have some real D 3D glasses, and it's not practical, but I just pop them over my glasses and I play just like that. And I gotta tell you, it works. I watched Speed Racer just last week with these glasses, and I gotta tell you, they still work. So if you got one of these 3D glasses, I suggest you utilize those. Now, for the second generation in a row, we're going to give Nintendo the most unique controller award for that GameCube Nintendo controller. Now, I will say it was a little bit more practical than that Nintendo 64 controller, but it was still a little weird looking. That's just my opinion. All right, we're going to close this. Go to close. We're going to go over to controllers. Make sure this says standard controller. We're going to hit configure. We're going to change this device to whatever your controller is. I'm using an Xbox One controller. So there it is. And let's do the configuring. A, regular A, B, regular B, X, regular X, Y, regular Y. Now for the Z button. The Z button was placed right on top of the right trigger. So I'm going to do my right bumper. Start. As far as the D-pad, I really don't remember utilizing the D-pad for the GameCube. I may be wrong. Okay, as far as the control stick. Now, the control stick is going to be my right stick or my left stick. So, let's go up. Let's go down. Let's go left. Let's go right. Modifier. I'm going to press it. And then we're going to calibrate it. Up, down, right, left. Whatever that is. Whatever that is. Whatever that is. Whatever. Come on. Come on. Map it out. Map it out. And then we come around like this. Bring it around town. Bring it around town. And I believe it's done. Once you got this circle looking like that, you are done. Finish. And it's calibrated. As you can see, you can lightly do it or you can do it hard. Let's go to the C stick. Now the C stick is going to be my right stick. So up, down, left, right, and I guess I'm gonna click it again. And let's calibrate it. Up. Oh, sorry. Slowly move it. Up, down. Draw that. There we go. Left. Draw that. There we go. Right. Draw that. Now you don't have to do this the way I'm doing it. I just like to do it that way. There we go. And bring it around town. Bring it around town. Now that's how I calibrate it. You can do it whatever way you want to, but as long as you got it looking the way you want to and you feel that it's good enough, and I actually do feel like this is good enough, then it's good enough. It creates its own dead zone, as you can see. The red is the dead zone, and the gray is your actual controller, or whatever, vice versa. And there we go. All right, on to the triggers. Left, right. I'm going to skip those two, and I'm going to skip the rest. And we got our right. As you can see, left, right. Now, I'm going to save this. I'm going to name this my G-pad. Oops. You can name it whatever you like. I just prefer to name it that. At this time, I should let you know that this emulator is only focusing on the GameCube side of Dolphin. But if you would like to see the Wii side of Dolphin, let me know in the comment section below. And please, leave a like. If I can get up to 130 likes on this video, then I will do the tutorial for the Wii. And as an added bonus, I can show you how to utilize a controller that looks similar to this as a Wii remote. Yes, it is possible. It may not be practical for every game, and it may not work for every game, but there are a few games that's not Wii remote demanding enough that you can utilize a regular gamepad with. All right, now that we're done with this, we're going to close this, and we're going to close this. All right. It says Dolphin cannot find your ISOs or your WADs. Basically, they're saying we don't know where your games are. Put them here. So we're going to double click here. Now, I keep my games on an external hard drive. So I come here. And then I come here. And then I go to my GameCube ROMs. Oops. And I select that folder. And as you can see, my list is now populated. All right, let's pick a game. How about the first game I got on my list? Alien Hominid. I remember playing this on the Game Boy, actually. I don't remember playing this on the GameCube. Pretty fun game. We're gonna, I guess we'll create a file, I guess. I don't remember getting too far in this game. I kind of viewed this game like a flash game for the computer back in the day. Like Lemonade Stand and all of that stuff. Let's see if I can skip all of this stuff. Yeah, we're gonna go to game. We're gonna go to new game. That's how we move. I don't need to know all that. Skip dialogue. All right. So here we are, about to crash in and destroy all humans. Apparently, they stole our spaceship. Ooh, and took that boy's ice cream. All right, now we're on the mission. Thank you. Oh, oh yeah. That's right. I remember how to play the. Ooh, I guess I don't. And that, in a nutshell, is everything that you need to know for this Dolphin GameCube emulator. Now, this is another instance where I've come across an emulator and I do not know how to support the developers or the creators of this said emulator. So if anybody has that information, please let me know in the info in the comment section below. Also, utilize that comment section below for any questions, comments, or concerns that you have. Well, that's it. Peace be with you. Remember to stay positive, manifest your reality, and embrace your dreams. I'm Retro Gamer Yasuke once again, and you'll definitely catch me in the next one. Peace.